I don't know. I don't know. But love
would it
is
make
love.
you feel
You know
uncomfortable?
what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I'm one of them guys. I'm gonna try to set up the most romantic, proposal. The biggest surprise. Like I wouldn't even feel right if she proposed to me. Like that's what I want to do. I want to take that lead.
Is that a double standard? Like a man can't propose, but a woman cannot.
Like I said, I have no problem with it. I just don't want one proposing to me. That's just my personal opinion.
I don't want to propose to my man. Well, I don't have one.
When a woman get that on one knee for me, you know what time it is. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
If I was to ever be in a relationship again and I could see myself marrying him, I'm not going to propose to him. Hopefully him and I are on the same wavelength to where he will just propose to me and that'll be that.
Right.
First of all, I'm not getting on my knees. I don't get on my knees to do that. So I'm not going to get on my knees to propose.
Say that again now.
I don't get on my knees to perform oral. So I'm not going to get on my knees to
You like to lay down and do it?
I do.
She nasty, y'all. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get on my knees.
Mm.
I got old knees. I can't be getting on my knees like that. No. But, guess what? You supposed to say what, girl?
What girl?
Your boy Takeoff from Migos got caught slipping.
What?
Okay. He got caught with a thought. And she posted it on Instagram last night. He was laid up in the bed, sleep. This is her.
What the fuck is this?
That's the she he was caught with. Now, she's a stripper out of Dallas. Let me tell you how good.
She looked kind of funny.
This is her. This is the stripper. Okay. For those of you who want to see the stripper's Instagram, who Takeoff got caught with, her name is TheReal_London_Dallas. And Dallas is spelled with a Z like zebra. He got caught with her. First of all, when are you guys going to learn to quit getting caught up with these thoughts? They cannot wait to pull out their camera to snap a picture and be like, got him. When y'all gonna learn? Especially y'all with money. When are y'all gonna learn? Like, have these broads sign some type of paperwork before you get down to the nitty gritty. I know it's not the most romantic thing, but you're not there for romance. You're there to get your rocks off. And then you're on to the next city. And pat these hoes down so they can't get in there with their cameras.
Takeoff.
Should have took off her phone.
You've been taking L's already. For one, you're the least most like Migo.
He is Michelle.
Hey, yeah. The hottest song Migos and dropped. You weren't even on it.
They put Lil Uzi Vert. What's his name?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, him.
And now you done caught up with a thought. At least Quavo and Offset are with other celebrities, you know?
Quavo's with Karrueche, which we'll probably never see a Migos and Chris Brown song because of that. And Offset has Cardi B.
Which I actually kind of like Cardi. She kind of seems like she's down to earth chick, you know? And Takeoff, you just got your regular old
nasty stripper. That's what him got. An old nasty stripper. So, I think, is that all for the news? Is that all we got today, P?
It's the,
I think that's it. Ain't nobody got no outside babies that pop up.
Oh, yeah, and shout out to, now, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a fan of Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch it. I don't really know what's going on. None of that stuff. But, shout out to Dime Piece on your engagement, girl. You seem so cool. I watched the last little episode, and you seem like you super cool. And old boy, you got your laid back old basketball player.
And you know what? I know you don't
up?
watch it, P, but Dime Pease has truly matured since her first coming onto the show up to now.
Right.
And, you know, black love is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And to see that she's found someone who completes her, who is her yoke, who is her better half, is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of love.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all, boy, Fierce been preaching today.
You know, every now and then, you know,
being on feelings lately. That's what's going on.
I have been listening to my R&B playlist, y'all. You know, at the end of the day, I am a thug. But thugs need love too.
Definitely.
But speaking of love, our main topic today, Pete, to be this post you put up on Instagram. Dating in 2017.
Oh my. I got a lot of hits, in my DM and everywhere about that post.
I am going to go to your post and read what you put. So, dating in 2017. Let's be friends. Just friends. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I expect you to do things with me considered inappropriate in terms of a friendship. We're not together. You can't claim me. You can't be with anyone but me. I need you to be loyal, but I'll do what I want. And when you get mad, I'll tell you we're not together. If you catch feelings, I'll become distant. You knew what this was. I told you. I'm not ready for a relationship. I will kill your ass if you fucking tell me some shit like that, okay? I don't play that shit. You, let me, Pete, speak on it. I'm upset.
Listen, dating in 2017. Look what she just said. It's pretty much
hot mess.
It's like Trey song, one of his songs, I want my cake and eat it too. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the situation, you know. You with somebody, y'all not in a relationship, but you done met mama, grandma, granddaddy. You done been around the kids. Y'all having raw dog sex.
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all doing everything. I mean, but we ain't together. I take you out the country. You know what I'm saying? We do trips together. We do everything together. We taking selfies together. We do everything. But we ain't together now. So if you see me talking to somebody else or somebody comment on my pictures, why are you tripping? Me and you, we just friends. I am hitting it raw, and we is having, you know, I'm around the kids, and, you know, we together, like, we close, but you can't get mad. Yeah. I mean, and I'm basically saying that's how relationships are today, y'all.
They are, unfortunately.
I've seen females, you know, with 1,000 pictures on their Instagram with a guy, and next thing you know, we started a conversation. I'm like, "Don't you got an old dude? I see you posting pictures with old boy." Mm-hmm. She's like, "Oh no, we just friends." I'm like, "Shit, what kind of friends y'all is?"
Friends with benefits. And the benefits is I'm able to come to your home, smash, aka have sex, with no protection, lay up and drink up all your kids' juicy juice, mm-hmm. Possibly take you out to eat here and there, treat you to a movie. But the biggest benefit of it all is that I don't have to claim you. Yeah. Because I told you up front what it was and what it wasn't. So if you see me outdoing me, you can't get upset.
Right.
Because I told you from the get-go what it was. Now.
Is that fair?
Okay, I'm going to look at it from both spectrums. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to look at it from the person's point of view of who's telling you this. if a person tells you, first of all, I'm going to say this. I will appreciate someone being honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone, approaches you, tells you what it will be, what it will not be, and they're being honest with you, one, you can't do nothing but respect it.
Right.
But second, it's up to you if you want to accept it or not. So if they tell you this and you accept it, then you technically cannot get mad at the outcome because they told you what it was in the beginning, up front. So you cannot be upset. However, looking from the other person's point of view, who's accepting it, when feelings come into play, it's kind of hard to fight the rationality, the logical versus your feelings. Because sometimes feelings overtake the logical. In your brain, you know this person told you the truth up front. Right. And you agreed to it. But your feelings, you're like, nah, we doing all this, yada, yada, yada. They making me feel this way. I know I got to be making him feel that way. I done met his mama. I go to Bible study with his grandma every Wednesday. It got to be something. But in actuality, this person has put a clause on your relationship. Mm-hmm. They've given you a contract that you might not have technically signed, but you agreed to it.
It's almost impossible to have consistent, unprotected sex with a person and not have feelings. I mean, that, and I personally feel like that ain't fair. And I'm a man saying that to kill most of the bullshit, just let a person know up front, man, look, I just want to smash, come through every now and then, drink the kids' juices. Like she was saying.
Back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just chill out, you know what I'm saying? So, where I look at it, is you just be up front, you can call less drama. But if you coming up in there, you bringing flowers, and you like, baby, I've been thinking about you all day, I want to be with you, and this and that. Well, you probably never said you want to be with that person. You probably just do enough to keep that person close. You know what I'm saying? Like this, damn boy, I hate to put out the man's secrets like that, but listen.
Go on, Steve Harvey.
You do just enough to keep her close, but you don't do a whole lot to keep her distant at the same time.
Boy, you better.
You all hear me?
Boy, you better. It's time to take up offering.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, man. I know girl probably mad at me, goddamn, because I was gone all last weekend. I ain't call her nothing. So this weekend right here, I'm going to spend the whole weekend with her. I'm going to tell her I'm sorry. I'm going to goddamn go through, chill out with her, counseling.
You can't do stuff
anything else I like that. Straight beat her back out, show her a great weekend. And then next weekend, I'm going to be back out there doing what the fuck I want to do, And, you can't do now she's all sucked in now. So now I got to find a way to make her distant again. So I ain't going to call her for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Because she getting aggravating. You know what I mean? So the game messed up, man. And nowadays, that's risky. You know what that is? What she read, it's called a situationship.
It is.
That's what it is. It's a situationship. You dealing with a person, y'all having sex, y'all around each other, family. And then, hey, here go the most uncomfortable part about a situationship, y'all. This is funny now I think about it. When you bring your situationship around your family or friends and stuff, they be like, oh, this your girlfriend? And you don't want to damn make her feel bad, by saying, nah, we just friends.
She looking at you.
She looking like, yeah, am I?
That's not your girlfriend.
Yeah. I be like, that's bae right
like
now.
You get forced into a relationship. But you know what? Us new generation, we have to know our worth. I know it sounds cliche, but it's so many of us